Hey everyone, so I'm going to be doing a review here on Ninjago episode 60, My Dinner with Nadakhan. This is the 6th episode of Ninjago Season 6 Skybound, and that means there's only 4 left for me to review. And again, if you've not seen the episode, you might want to turn the video off unless you want to hear my cover of the episode. Within the next day or two, you may be able to find the episode again online on YouTube and all that stuff. So I'm just saying that now. But if you do want to hear my cover of the whole episode here in review, you can listen to it if you want to. I'm gonna cover the episode here, so here we go. The episode begins with Gail Gossip, the news reporter, news anchor, whatever, the news reporter, and she's in a helicopter and she is finding the new Ninjago, and she's trying to report that the pieces in Ninjago that are suddenly disappearing are actually right above them. And well, while their helicopter's flying into Nadakhan's new Ninjago, they're shot at, and it kind of, I don't know if they were exactly hit, but they were kind of going down. They ended up going down, not crashing down, but they kind of spun down because the Raid Zeppelin is now out there, and that's one of the sets that's coming in the new wave. So, but the Raid Zeppelin was used to, try attacking the helicopter. So they're probably not going to go up there again. But and then we just saw all the new progress that they're having now with creating the new Ninjago. And of course, that's because Nadakhan got more powerful because he recently got Zane. And now Nadakhan also does have Jay captured, and he's just kind of working as like a prisoner right now, basically. And he's just kind of cleaning the deck and all that stuff. And he's just trying. Nadakhan is literally bringing up all these things to try and convince Jay to use his wish to wish it all away, just to wish all these problems away. And Jay, well, he's not budging. He's not budging. So he's trying to stand strong here and not let Nadakhan succeed. And then Nia, Lloyd, and Cole are now stranded on the Tiger Widow Island, and they need to come up with a way to get off. And Lloyd was flying around out on his dragon, and well, he could not find any land that was anywhere close. And so I don't know why, but they ended up coming up with the idea of making a raft to go out and sail out. I don't know why, but that's what their plan was, and that's what was, I think Cole brought it up. But yeah, so they came up with the plan to make a raft and go out on the seas in a raft that they're gonna make. And then we go back to the Misfortune's Keep here, and then we can see Flintlock and Doubloon talking about the Raid Zeppelin, how it's more meant for cannon power and all that stuff instead of speed. So, but that wasn't important really. But and then while Jay is working on cleaning stuff on the deck and all that stuff, well, Clance is there too, of course, because that's kind of Clance's jobs as well. But he's just kind of explaining all the different types of, all the things that happened with all the different Sky Pirates and how they came to be part of Nadakhan's crew. And then he also explained that he never fit in with the original Serpentine, so he said this is the place where he found, he was fitting in, so, yeah, so he kind of explained that. He's probably like some sort of Venomari or something, that's my guess, because that's what he looks like. And then Jay, when Flintlock and Doubloon left their spot, Jay ended up flipping that map over, that little blueprints of the Raid Zeppelin. Flipped it over real quick while he said he tricked Clance into thinking he's gonna say his final wish. So Clance went off running away. And Jay had that short amount of time to write a little letter or a little note to the last remaining 3 ninja that he's like okay and stuff or something like that. And he gets to it and he puts it in that bottle, and then he's off running away from Nadakhan and its crew, but with this big chain to his foot there. But his goal is to get the bottle dropped into the water. So he ends up getting that done, but he ends up here on this sky mine thing, something like that. And Jay does not get away, but he ends up dropping his bottle and message into the water. for the other three ninjas, so that's what he does do and end up getting done. And then during that night, then Jay is called to have a dinner with Nadakhan. That is why the episode name is named that, My Dinner with Nadakhan, because Nadakhan is coming up with these different things, trying to persuade Jay to kind of give up and wish it all away and all that weird stuff, So Jay, of course, he just starts eating, and Nadakhan starts to talk about his plans. I don't know why the villains do this, but they kind of every now and then sit there and just reveal their plans. I don't get why, but Nadakhan says his plans with Nia is to just marry her. He does not care for actual love or anything like that. He just wants to marry her so he can become a king in Ninjago, so that he can have the power of infinite wishes. And with that, that is something that Nadakhan is keeping from his crew. So that is it's very interesting. So right now the rule is that no one can have infinite wishes, but Nadakhan says if he becomes king, he will be able to. If he marries Nia and becomes king, he will be able to have infinite wishes. So that's a pretty strong power there. That's worrying. And now the ninja are here back on the Tiger Widow Island, and they're trying to build their raft, and they're tying these little leaves together and all that stuff, and they're building the raft. And then Lloyd goes off to get more weeds and all that stuff to tie stuff together, and then Cole and Nia end up running across these sand creature thingies that are in the sand, and they're kind of sensing the sound and all that stuff, and they had to get off the ground, and so they jump on the raft, and then when Lloyd comes back, well, he ends up running into the things as well. He ends up using air jits to just jump on the tree quick, go off to the side so they're not touching the ground. It's kind of a weird thing. Then the big creature comes out, destroys their raft, so their whole raft they were working on is destroyed. But while they were trying to get away from these creatures, Nia finally learns air jitsu, so it's very cool. But yet again, we still haven't seen her do spin jitsu at all while she's been a ninja. I mean, we have barely ever seen her do it in the show at all. I think the only main normal time we've ever seen her even do it was when she was evil in episode 25. So that was a long time ago, and that wasn't even her normal self. So we have not really seen her just do a normal spin jitsu yet. So I don't know why they're doing that, but but we do see her do air jitsu finally. And then here is a picture here of those ugly, weird creatures that they ran into. And then back on the Misfortune's Keep, Jay's trying to convince Flintlock and all that stuff, to betray Nadakhan and stuff because he's lying, and Jay told him that Nadakhan's plan was to actually have infinite wishes, and what will he need his crew for once he has infinite wishes and all that stuff. Jay tries to convince Flintlock, but Flintlock doesn't really give in. And then Nadakhan brings Jay to this little fighting thing that they do, and Jay kind of fights up some of the main new Sky Pirates, like the Monkey Wrench and the Balloon. And then he also ends up fighting Dogshank, but this is just one of his plans. He kind of wants Jay to wish it all away, all the pain that he's feeling right now and all that. His plans aren't working, though, on to get Jay to say his final wish. But during that night, then, Jay's locked away, and and Clance comes in, throws down some food and stuff, and then he throws in an eye patch for him. And here's the eye patch. And I don't know why he gave him an eye patch. Jay never actually had a problem with his eye. I mean, it seemed like he did because, he's hurt. He probably got hit in his face or punched in his eye or something. But, I mean, he didn't have a problem with his eye where he'd have to have an eye patch. So it was kind of weird. But this is where he gets his eye patch. So, again, they just kind of showed this scene again here. They kind of updated version of the scene that he saw in episode 52. In the first Ninjutsu Master's tomb. So, but because he saw the eye patch, so he puts the eye patch on. I don't know why he's wearing it though. It just doesn't make any sense. He didn't really need it, but But yeah, he's wearing the eye patch now, and then Flintlock comes by and says, okay, he'll come up with a plan to, overthrow Nadakhan or something like that. And of course, Flintlock gave him the key to get out, but of course, Jay goes out, of course, and he thinks Nadakhan's asleep and all that stuff, and he thinks he's actually going to get the advantage and get away and stuff. But of course, it's some weird little trick they all end up doing, to get Jay back into that one fighting thing, I think, like that, something like that, and Nadakhan puts him back in there. And this is just all planned, basically, I think, to get him to use his final wish. And in the end of the episode here, we have Cole, Lloyd, and Nia here trying to rebuild their raft while they're kind of away from the main shore, away from the creatures. And in order to get through, then when they need to get to the water, they throw some coconuts out. Nia built a contraption to throw coconuts out to distract the big creature things so they can get out. And then, they mainly get out. Nia uses water. She brings a little water up and gets them out before the creatures get to them. But then their raft starts to fall apart, which is not good at all. So they're just like, they're never going to get off this island. But then right at the end, we have Ronan and the police commissioner and all them come to save the day. And they come in and save Nia, Lloyd, and Cole. And their plan now is to help them and find Jay and all that stuff. So, and they said they got the message from Jay. So, and that's a Ronan, the police commissioner, some of the police force and stuff back there behind them. So, they're not helping the ninja because, the police commissioner kind of realized the ninja were not doing any harm to Ninjago. They're the ones helping it. So, so now they're on the ninja side, and they're going to go help now the ninja, try finding Jay, fight Nadakhan, beat Nadakhan, all that stuff. We'll see in the next 4 episodes. So, altogether, it's a really good episode again. Lots of weird, different things. But, I'd say, I don't know. It's just another episode. I mean, it was a good episode. I don't understand with the eye patch on how he got his eye patch still. I don't know why they gave it to him. It was kind of weird that they just gave it to him like that. And when his eye, nothing really even happened to it, really. Nothing significant. So it's kind of weird, but yeah, Jay gets his eye patch, so it's cool to see that end up happening. But yeah, just lots of cool things, different, just more of a progression in the story here for Skybound. Sure, the bigger action will happen within the next few episodes here, but next weekend we'll maybe see more episodes. So, but yeah, so if you have seen it yet or not, what did you guys think about this episode? If you have seen it, but yeah, there's kind of my run through and review of Ninjago episode 60. Yes, we've made it to 60 episodes. My Dinner with Nadakhan.